Look, a rainbow. That's pretty cool how you modeled rainbows in here. So that should be Moses Lake coming up. Yes, that's the Moses Lake. Coming up. Oh yeah, glitch out. Please glitch out. Yeah. Keep doing that. I really like that. Goodness sake, come on, people, let's get it together, man. That does not look very pleasant at all, I must say. After we'll shoot the ILS approach, so about 20 minutes out from Coeur d'Alene, and looks like the weather's starting to turn cruddy again. Oh, love it. Love it. Hello? Right. Is this thing on? Right, here we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Piston Powder channel. Today, after all of our fun and games, climbing around Mount Hood and taking the view, actually through over here, take a look at the lovely views through the mountainside, the Cascade Mountain Tour. We got to make some money now. So we have a charter flight. We are here in KPDX, Portland International. We have to take some skiers to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where they have some pretty good ski resorts there. I unfortunately made the decision to move our fleet to Portland because, well, rumor has it maybe later this year we're going to be getting something bigger than the DC-3. The DC-3 here is going to have a big sister, possibly moving in and here later this year. DC-6 possibly. That's what the rumors are. So we had to unfortunately relocate here to Portland, but that means we just get more VATSIM work when they're online and be a little bit more immersion friendly. Astoria is way too small for DC-6 if we get it. So unfortunately we just had to move here. We have a nice little FBO here. We got a nice office. We even got receiving doors or trucks, or you guys say in Europe, lorries. So let's go ahead and get this flight started. I did file an IFR flight, as you can plainly see. It's pretty dang on beautiful outside. There is a little bit of weather around Moses Lake on the Dalles. I'm afraid we might be busting through some clouds, so I decided to file IFR just in case. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this jalopy started, and let's rock and roll. Well, looks like they got everything all loaded up nicely. Very good. Morning, folks. I don't know how you guys can stand snow. I personally hate skiing, but, you know, we'll get you there safe and sound. Should be pretty picturesque, I would imagine. Shouldn't have much trouble. I think the view should be quite nice, I would think. Alrighty then. Alright, I'll turn the avionics master off because I was having a pre-programmed GPS earlier. So, what I'll do here is I'm just going to hit those. I always struggle with this. Do I or do I not put the boring hitting of the switches like this and testing everything out, you know? That looks good. Whether to put it in or not, I just, no, we don't need that button. I don't know. Hard to decide, you know, some days. Full disclosure, we do have a full flight. Our fuel is supposed to be 100% naughty. And, yeah, we're at 26,000. We are total maximum takeoff weight here. We are completely maxed out. Yowzers. So this thing is going to be flying low and slow. Okay, let's go ahead and shuttle the doors. Hydraulic checks. Cow flaps will be open, man. Flight controls free and sort of correct. Correct as they ever will be. Let's check this out. Yes, I did actually calibrate my shenanigans, so actually we shouldn't have much fuss with that. Flight controls free. Carb heats are cold. They are not locked. They are now locked. The blowers, superchargers, they are both in the aft position. Props, high RPM. Throttle cutoff, yeah. Mixture, idle cutoff, yeah. And the GPU is required. Well, we got the battery card out because I was afraid I was running out of electricity programming our flight plan in there. Let's go ahead and turn on some position. That's right over here. Interior lights as desired. Well, I don't desire them because actually, believe it or not, here in the Northwest, this in the middle of the winter, the sun is actually out. That's just the most dang on thing. Let's see here. We check the fuel gauges. Our fuel gauges look nice and pretty. They're all nice and topped off. That's nice. Alrighty then. I think we are good to go. We're going to stow the battery cart because we're going to actually attempt a pushback. Now, the last time I tried this, parking brakes are released. The last time I tried this thing did not want to push back at all. So let's see if we can get a pushback now. We're still not pushing back. Oh, for goodness sake. Really? For real? For real? I gotta hit that switch. Can I get a pushback now? Oh. Yes? No? What is... I always try getting a pushback with this thing, and it just never works. I don't... Why can't we have nice things? That sounds like I was hitting something else. Holds, please. Oh, it's right shift and P. Whatever. We're pushing back now. Let's go and get these windows open. Whoa, 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 whoa. This thing pushes back rather fast, actually. Of course, it helps when you're not on the parking brake. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Parking brakes. Reset. So it's right, control P, not left, control P. Who comes up with these things? Actually, I did. Right. Okay, pushback is clear. Battery on. Avionics are off so we don't spike the, spike our, avionics. Beacons are on, position lights are on. Now, of course, in the traditional starting up of the radial engines, we must first clear all of the engine out because it's the first fly of the day and all the oil is settled out in the cylinders, and we need to blow it back in the inside and make sure all the cylinders are clear. Clear! So go ahead and we'll just do a free spinny here. Meshing. And looks like the engines are clear. Everything's... There we go. Okay, engines are clear. Okay, and that's going to be off. Energizing left starter. Clear. Meshing left starter. And we're just clearing out the cylinders. Make sure everything's all hunky-dory. Okay, that's good. Off. Alright, now we are go for actual startup. Hopefully we don't run out of electricity. Clear again. Meshing right starter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it goes. It's starting to catch. And then mags on and engine primer on. And I believe we do have ignition. We do indeed have ignition. And oil pressure coming up. Mixture will be auto rich for the warm up. Okay, and energizing left starter. Throttles is still cracked. Auto lean. Go ahead and shut that right now. Okay. Clear. Then we go back over here. Oh, easy. Fuel pump booster on. Meshing left starter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 blades. Should be good to go there. Ignition on. And engine primer press and hold. And then we do have ignition. Okay. And mixture auto rich. For the warm up. Fuel pump booster off. Looks like we got a nice healthy start. By the way, engine radials, they do not start this easy. They are very cantankerous little buggers. I mean, they're tractor equipment. I mean, they're 100-year-old technology, so yeah, that's fun. It's fun once you get them going. Oh, the rumble. I used to, in real life, I used to work on a crop dusting crew, and once in a while they would pull out the air tractor biplane radial And oh man, it does. Yeah, it gets you going. It gets you going. It's fun stuff. All right, avionics warming back up. Chocks, batteries on ship, GPUs off, generators both. So we watch over here, and we watch our amperage come up, hopefully. Indeed, we do have amperage come up on both generators. Avionics master is on. Radio's set. I'll make sure I'll get all that little finicky number stuffs here done a little bit. Altimeter set locale. Ooh, wow. Alright, get out of here. Can't wait to build my own real-sim cockpit. That'd be fun. I'm already starting the planning stages of the Beaver, actually. Be building our own gauges and everything. It's going to be fun. We're setting at about 100 feet, 90 feet, something like that. Whiskey compass. 060. Something like that, maybe? Actually, no. It was right in the beginning. Whatever. There we go. And, okay, directional compasses checks. Gyro is uncaged. We'll set our little picture. Set our little picture window here to something like that. And then the engines sound like they are nice and warm, so we'll go and get them to auto lean now so they can don't fire the plugs out. Fuel pump boosters are off, and engine starters are in neutral. Tail wheel is unlocked. I don't know, I can't tell. We'll go ahead and leave that tail wheel locked because we actually have to. We'll do the run up here. There's really not much of a run up area once we get out to 10 right. So we'll just have to let that be. Parking brake set, tail wheel locked, fuel pump boosters off, mixture auto rich. Cowl flaps are open. We are in our perspective main tanks. Let's do a little bit of a run up here now, shall we? Let's do a bit of a run up. Prop check, 1700 RPM. I'm hopefully going to get a throttle quadrant so I can control all these individually instead of reaching over here with the stupid mouse, but not quite there yet. Okay, cycling right prop. And check. Cycling right prop, or left prop, correction. Check. Mag check. Okay, right engine, right mag. Left mag. Back to both. Left engine, right mag. Left mag, back to both. We did have an ever so slight RPM drop. That's fine. Lower chargers. Make sure these work. This full flight, we might need them. And check. We got 2,000 RPM on the blowers. Check. Throttles set at barometric pressure, so about 30 inches. Let them wind up. Make sure our brakes are still holding us. Verify our 2200 RPM. Fuel pressure's green. Oil pressure's green. Props feather than defeather. Feathering works on right engine. Left feather works. Carb heat test. Come down here. We might be flying into some moisture, so this is definitely critical. So now we watch our engine RPM gauge and right here, and then we're going to pull back our carb heat. We should get a slight drop. And we do. You can even hear the engine change tone. So carb heat is working. So back to cold and locked. And throttles 45 inches of mercury, so takeoff power. And verify that that's going to be around 2,700 RPM. So 45 inches of mercury. And we do have pretty much 2,700 RPM. Check. RPMs are slightly off though. So that means I think my props are not. Well, maybe they are. Fine. And then verify idle, of course. And then we'll pull the throttle all the way back. Okay. Wow, it does not want to. There it goes. There you go. Come on down. We've got to make sure that oil pressure lights work. We just want to make sure that when we're coming on final, it doesn't stall. It does indeed idle. Oh, easy. Easy, girl. Easy. And back up to 1,000 RPM. And make sure auto lean because it's going to be a hot second before we take off. So we definitely want to not foul the plugs out. Right. Man, this plane is heavy. It does not want to go. So this is the non-movement area. Normally, if there's a lot of planes here, we'd push back further, but we're the only ones out here because everyone else is already out and about enjoying themselves. But that's quite alright. So go over here to our yellow line, which is incredibly hard to see. I can hardly see our taxi line. Although at night it's really nice because this is actually green. You can actually see the little green lights. See them impregnated right there? It's pretty cool. That only helps in bigger airports, that's for certain. It's kind of nice. Help you show you the way. Okay, so this is still a non-movement area, so we don't have to talk to ground, we don't have to talk to controls, we don't have to talk to anybody. Until we get up to this little line you see up here. It's kind of, let's take a look. This should be taxiway Echo 5, I think. Okay, apply our brakes. Still on idles. Engine about 1,000 RPM still. We are in auto lane still. Okay. This is Echo 5. So the non-movement and the movement line. I gotta stand correct. There it is. It's right there. That's our movement line. So as soon as we get up to there, normally we'd say, hey, ground. Douglas 1603 at Echo 5, taxi, IFR departure. So we're going to go ahead and actually get on the actual radio and let traffic know here. Portland traffic, Douglas 1602, taxiing to 10 right via Echo and Charlie. Portland traffic. Okay, so now we made our radio call. I don't know if anybody else is coming to Portland yet or not, but you never know. Okay, we are cleared left, turning right. This thing will taxi once you get it going, but googly moogly. Yeah, this thing is heavy. I don't know if I've ever had this thing this heavy before. It is really struggling to taxi. So we're looking for taxiway Charlie coming up here, as in the name, yes. Charlie bit me. Not mention, guys, I have ADD. Is this our taxiway Charlie, or is this Echo 4? That's Echo 4. We don't want Echo 4. Echo 4 can... Not interested. Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. Coming up here into the little lines here. Now, check out these set lines. Now, this should be us. I can't remember if VATSIM wants your transponder on when you're taxiing or not. I think they do. No one's here technically, but this is taxiway Charlie. If I can get this big old sled to cooperate. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn our transponder on since we're crossing. Since we are crossing runway here. I find it a lot easier. This switch, my transponder switch in here isn't modeled quite right, so I like to use the GTN 750 to help alleviate the modeling problems on there. Okay, we are altitude reporting. Thank you. Portland traffic, Douglas 1602, crossing runway 321 on taxiway Charlie. Portland traffic. Wait for the sled to build up some steam. Left clear, right is clear. Continue taxi. Oh man, this sled is oh man, this poor Douglas. He's gonna have a work cut out. We'll get paid though for this trip for sure, for sure. I mean, you can see here, once it's actually rolling, it's fine, but man, when it's fully loaded, whew, I didn't realize how much of a bear this thing would be to get going. I believe this spot is for the little GA aircraft coming up here. They can actually pull aside, do their run-ups while the big boys just continue on. It's pretty cool how they have a little pull-out. We're basically too big. We could probably fit in there, but we take up the whole slot right there. Yeah, it's a It's pretty cool how they modeled that, but yeah, we can't really fit in there. That's why I prefer to do the run-up at our own personal private apron. Oh, yeah. Bunch of yuppies. Okay. About 1,000 RPM on throttle. That's good. I'm actually slowing down at 1,000. Come on. Okay, that bar right there we were just passing, that's an ILS hold bar, so if there's ILS approaches, we'd have to actually hold right there. But I don't hear anybody. Scope looks clear on the VATSIM side, so we'll go ahead and pull up to our regular hold line for 10 right. There's our hold line. We'll go ahead and hold right here. Okay. Alright, brakes are set for a second. The autopilot is set for 7,500 because I don't have a co-pilot with me. One day, well, that'll change. In real life, I'm hoping we'll build a real sim cockpit and all. I've already had a few volunteers say, hey, yeah, I'll fly with you. Anti-ice, we won't need that on. Fuel, PO2 piece on. Fuel pump boosters on. Flaps, we won't worry about flaps because we have a 10,000 foot runway. We can do, to reduce takeoff, we can use 1/4 flaps, but that's alright. Set, trim set for takeoff. I used to like it note pitch down, but I think I'm actually going to pitch the nose up here, actually, with my trim wheel here. Oh, that's cool. My trim wheel doesn't work anymore. What? Well, there it goes. So my trim wheel had better work, because it is a pain not flying with a trim wheel. Not gonna lie, folks. Okay, we got some nose up on the trim. Props set to full forward. Mixtures auto rich. Yes, please. Mixtures and auto rich. Carb heats cold and locked. Confirmed. Cow flaps are on trail. Cow flaps are on trail. All right. Landing lights on. Oh yes. Let's get all of our whoopee lights on here. Transponders on, tail wheel locked, after lineup. Portland traffic, Douglas 16002, taking off 10 right, IFR, east departure to Klickitat VOR. Portland traffic. Okay, made a radio call. Parking brakes released. And we are cleared final. See if I can taxi without do this without getting you guys too dizzy. Okay, line up. Then okay, we are lined up. I'm feeling it. A little about there. Right about there. Perfect. And tail wheel is locked. Full power, we'll use 48 inches, which is just below redline power for takeoff. And here we go, people. We are rocking and rolling, cruising for a bruise, and here we go. Okay, 60 knots. We'll go ahead and push that nose down a little bit. So we got rudder authority now. Ooh, it's a little windy, 80 knots. And it's 90 knots. We should be lifting off right about now. It'll lift off on when it's ready to. Oh man, this plane's heavy. Jeez. So 100 knots. Okay. Climb out at about 100 until we get our gears up. Wow, this plane is heavy. We need to climb a minimum of 500 feet per minute to meet the minimum climb angle of is that about 400 feet per nautical mile. Okay, no more usable runway. We'll go ahead and gear up, and then we'll pitch for. Hopefully, we can get build up speed for 120 here. So actually, we'll pitch down here a little bit. Okay, we're at pitch for 120. And give another few hundred feet, and then we'll make a power adjustment. Whew, man, this thing needs a lot of nose-up trim. This thing is heavy. Okay, there's 500 feet. Okay, we'll go into cruise power, or climb power correction. So that'll be 25, I believe it's around 2,500 RPM. And we'll go 42 inches on the manifold. Okay, 2,500 RPM, about 42 inches on the manifold, that's fine. That's nice. Thank you, Microsoft. Love your work. Thank you. Yes, you're most brilliant. Okay, have nice things. Okay, we're maintaining runway heading. Now, normally they would vector you. They would vector me into the Klickitat VOR when they're able, but you know they could say, you know, ATC if there's actual ATC. They would say, you know, climb. Clear for takeoff, 10 right, climb and maintain 6,000 feet, spec vectors, Klickitat, or whatever, VOR, whatever waypoint for us slowly. Thank you, Microsoft, thank you, yes. For us slower guys, they would vector you to your first fix, and then hopefully you'd be cleared direct via your plan shortly after that. So, let's wait for a few more seconds. Then they might pop in and say, clear to Klickitat VOR, climb and maintain, 6,000, whatever. But as we can see, we're making our minimum climb gradient. We're above 500 feet per minute, so we're doing pretty good. Alright, so we want to head to our Klickitat VOR now. So what we'll do is we'll turn slightly this way. Normally they would vector you in for if you're IFR here. There we go. Climb gradient looks, wow, actually we're at 1,000 feet per minute. So once you get her wind up, this thing will climb fairly well. Okay, let me do a little bit of navy here for us folks. Oops, clear. Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. Knock it off, go away. Shush. No, don't, just shush, go away. Okay. I'm going to turn our autopilot on because this plane is a handful without help. So let's hit our autopilot and we'll go to navigation hold and hold right there. Okay, now we're heading direct to the Klickitat VOR. Well, almost. As soon as it gets on its flight path. So now that we're in climb mode, we need to do our climbing checklist. Isn't this fun, darlings? Of course it is, darlings. Flaps verified up. Gear is up. Got the red light on there. Gear latch down unlocked. Hydraulic selector gyro pilot is on. Fuel pump boosters off. Anti-ice is required. Landing lights. Okay. Light turn those off. Cow flaps. Trail are closed. We'll leave them on trail. The engines are... Ooh, they're pretty warm. But they're just below the red line. Landing lights off. Altimeter sets. 42 inches and 2,500 RPM for our cruise. Alright, climbing checklist complete. Okay, so we are about 55 nautical miles out from our first waypoint. Technically, I don't have DME in here. Well, the GPS is actually my DME, distance measuring equipment. Okay, we're coming up on our line here. Now we'll go direct to our Klickitat VOR. So excluding our height, we're not on a Victor. We are not on a Victor airway yet. We're climbing at 1,000 feet per minute. This is a very good climb. I'm surprised this thing's climbing this fast at 140 miles an hour. What is that? So every knot is, or every mile per hour is 1.1. Is that the conversion ratio? So if we're doing 140 miles an hour divided by 1.1, 127 knots. That's pretty dang good considering the way 24,000 pounds. What is that? I'm having an aneurysm right now. 16, 17 tons? Something like that. That's not bad. These old radials are doing fantastic. We'll keep it around 7,000 feet, which is of course the minimum en route altitude. on our Victor Airways to maintain ground obstruction clearance, as well as stay in radio communication with our VORs and ATC, of course, navigational aids. So we'll do just the bare minimum so we can hopefully see some beautiful scenery here for you folks. Okay, we are quickly coming up on 6,000. We will... Oh, this thing is skyrocketing. Oh, no. Coming up on 6,000, right.
So 903, 21250.
I'm not sure if we're going to be high enough to clear the Columbia Gorge here.
Alright.
Well, according to the other Victor Airways, we need to be at 7,000 feet. So we have 1,000 feet to go. So this will be kind of tight. I'm surprised they set the Victor Airways, because there's a Victor Airway near us, Victor 320, so 1,000 feet to go, because we are going eastbound, so be odd thousands even. So why did I put 7,500 in? Oops, that was supposed to be 7,000 feet.
So 903, 150, take up on 190, 4,000, 2 steps, possible 6 route approach.
There we go. Set it for 7,000. Gorgeous out here, though. It's a gorgeous day.
903, speed 0 discretion, contact tower 119.
Don't worry, eventually we'll be flying in nasty weather. I like flying with real weather. It just makes it that much more immersive.
Okay.
And so far, actually, here in the Northwest here today, recording it here the rest of this week, we're not supposed to actually be warm and not too much rain, actually. All right, we are stable at 7,000 feet, leveling off at 7,000. Adjust my picture window here. Let's go ahead and enter cruise mode now. Cruise mode. What should we do for that?
Transport 3468 heavy, you set a maintain 3,000.
Okay, cruise power. Let's go ahead and do 2,000 RPM at 30 inches of manifold pressure. So 30 inches of manifold pressure and 2,000 RPM. Pull these back slowly. So I can't wait to get a throttle quadrant so I can do this properly.
Down to 3,000 for air transport 34.
Nice and easy. Nice slow movements. There we go. 2,000 RPM at 30 inches of manifold pressure. We are now in cruise mode. Fuel selector tank valves. Now you gotta remember switching to auxiliary when you're in cruise on the old Douglas. Okay. So left auxiliary and right auxiliary, and when you're flipping this, make sure you don't shut those off. I've had that happen before. It wasn't very pretty. So we are cruising for a bruising now. We are 41 nautical miles from the ClickerTap VOR. Now we can also verify this via a radial compass. Oh golly gosh, darn, I gotta remember how to use this thing. So 24 should be.
Transport 3303 heavy, set approach your launch.
Oh,
it's right. It's gonna maintain 1,000.
Why isn't that thing working? That thing should be working. Why isn't that thing working?
Negative.
VOR, yeah. 242. What's wrong with this thing? There. Oh, yeah. Duh. Look over there. We are, indeed, we are following the 042 radial and on the VOR indicator as well. So we have two ways of chasing down our VOR. And it's looking pretty beautiful outside. And wow, look how fast we're going. Holy crikeys, this thing's booking right along. One of the winds are different at 7,000 feet. That's, we're doing 175 miles an hour.
Transport 3468 heavy.
Divided by 1.1. That's 159 knots. In this old warbird, we must have a tailwind. Our ground speed, Holy crikey, our ground speed is 183 knots. Wow, we are cruising. What is my maximum safe speed? I'm getting a little bit concerned we're going too fast. if there ever was such a thing in these old birds. I don't immediately have a maneuvering speed here. I do not have a maneuvering speed here, which is kind of concerning on my checklist. I would have to look that up later. Okay, we're slowing down. We're still doing 177 knots ground speed. That is. And we're going to get there in no time. 32 nautical miles out from the Klickitat VOR, and then after the Klickitat VOR, we're headed to a GPS waypoint called Sund. Technically, you can also locate that. Actually, that's between. I don't know if you call that GPS waypoint. Since it's between two VORs, you can actually triangulate that, but we won't bother. Because technically, that'd be a lot of switching around using only one VOR to position yourself between two VOR stations. I'm not a masochist. We're not going to keep it. We're going to keep it stupid simple here for the most bit. Look at the ground and how fast we're going. Jeez, we're hauling.
Air Transport 3468, heavy 5 miles per second, starting 140, 2,100 to your steps.
You guys missed the Cascade Tour playlist. Go back and watch it, but there is the very, very lovely Mount Hood. In fact, actually, Hood River, the airport of Hood River should be right up here. This is Hood River Valley here. Yeah. So you can see Hood River Airport. It should be at the base of this mountain. Should be.
Transport 3468, heavy contact tower, 19.9 Coeur.
Where's the airport? There should be Hood River Airport. Should be around here somewhere. Maybe it's over there. It's right at the base of one of these flipping mountains. I've been there before.
Transport 3303, heavy traffic, no factory, center maintain 5,000.
Oh, no, I can't find it. That's bizarre. Yeah, I know it's not next to the Columbia. By the way, that big river's called the Columbia. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere right in here somewhere. It's right in front of us. Oh, my flip. Really? For real? There it is, right there. Oh, I wonder if I shouldn't be flying today. There's Hood River Airport. I don't know. I don't think we can get in there with our Douglas fully loaded. That's a pretty small airstrip. Probably end up cracking their asphalt. Too much. The airplane's just too much weight. But there's a cute little airport if you guys want to fly in. Very picturesque here, of course. Especially after it snows. Absolutely. Okay. Klickitat VOR. 22 nautical miles out now. It is a bit windy up here, though. Folks, not gonna lie, we're kind of blowing around here a little bit. Oh my gosh. I think we set a new record for me in this thing. 180 miles an hour. Wow. Ground speed is 186 knots. Holy guacamole, we are cruisingly fast. We must have a smart tailwind behind us here at 7,000. Goodness. Oh, criminy. I forgot to do something. We're supposed to be auto lean here. Oops. We're on the low blower settings. Actually, we need to be auto lean for that. Gosh dang it. Well, you can't actually be chewing me out when I come out with foul plugs when I come back. That auto lean really didn't do anything for power reduction, though. Oh well. Engine instruments in the green. Carb heat is in the yellow, but that's fine. We don't have any visible moisture. Well, we do have visible moisture, but we'll keep the carb heats cold for now. Still doing good. VOR still says we're on track to our first waypoint. We're coming up on our click and tap VOR, and then we'll be heading to Sunnied intersection next. Okay, looking pretty good. 10 nautical miles out, and at these crushing speeds, we're going to be there in no time. We are flying on this trip, folks. We are flying. That should be Mount Adams right over there. St. Helens. No, there's St. Helens right over there. Yay! St. Helens, Adams. Hello, 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 hello. Engines are thumping. Lock a disco. Actually, they better not be thumping that loud. What's really cool is when I get the GTN here, once I get this paid for, once I can get it on here, we will also have weather. We can have a weather scope on here, which would be really cool. So we can see the clouds and whatnot a little bit better, but we don't have that technology yet. Although it is here, I just have to pay for it. But I'm just being extraordinarily cheap right now. So this is our click tap VOR. Then I'm going to shoot up north here a little bit, and that will be the Sunnied intersection. And then it'll be direct to the Moses Lake VOR after that. See, it's all very complicated. You know, I did originally file IFR, and that's the reason why. There's a little bit more clouds hanging over there. I don't know what it's going to be like. Coeur d'Alene last reported was 10 miles, 10 statute miles visibility, broken 7,500 feet, overcast at 9, so... Yeah, VFR, obviously, it's definitely VFR from here, but I don't know what lies beyond there, so... Okay, 3 nautical miles out. So in a minute, we should be heading to Sunnied. Again, we could do this VOR, but honestly, I'm being a little bit lazy right now. We're still tracking it via VOR in case we've got... therefore, we have redundancy, I should say.
DC-3 approach, roger, ILS 14 right, Tango current,
intersection should be coming up here. Any second, we should be turning. And we just crossed the click and tap VOR, and now we're going to turn left. Go start heading northeast to Sunnyside intersection. Technically Sunnied. 59 nautical miles out. And our total time, we should be in Coeur d'Alene about an hour and a half. Excellent. Weather so far is holding out on us. I don't know what lies in the great beyond over there. More shenanigans to be sure, but so far we're doing pretty good. Engine and checks are still in the green. Car beats cold, but that's alright. Pressures look good down here. 2,000 RPM. Still got 30 inches of manifold. Fuel is still good, and it was pretty good. Not much by way of traffic. It is really quiet out here. Really quiet out here for traffic. Even though we changed direction, man, we are still moving. We're burning very little av gas right now, in my opinion. This is fantastic. Shoot, I even can go into slow. I can even go to the lower power settings for cruise if I wanted to, which would be 1,700 RPM and 25 inches of manifold pressure, but that's just fine. We're just not idling per se, but we're definitely rocking. In fact, let's do that. Let's actually pull into the lowest cruise power setting and just see if that slows us down or burn even less gas. The lowest power setting here for auto lane power with a low blower setting, 1,700 RPM, and that would be 24 inches of manifold pressure. So 24 inches of manifold pressure has been dialed in. Now we'll drop the props to 1,700.
3303, 5 miles from Agony, flighting 190, 4,000 to your status.
Slowly pull these back. 1,700 is right about there. 15, no, wait, actually no, that's 1,800 RPM. Right about there. A couple of clicks there. So that's the lowest power setting we can do at cruise, 1,700 RPM at 24 inches of manifold pressure. We are right at the bottom of, this is the slowest cruise you can have, slowest cruise power you can have while using the low blower setting, and yeah, it definitely slowed us down, but shoot, our ground speed is still 160 knots. We're still cruising. Fantastic. We must have a fantastic tailwind up here or something. I've never had this thing fly this fast before. Oh yeah, it's starting to slow down now. It's definitely starting to slow down now. Fantastic. It's alright. It's alright. This flight's going to be done over with here before we even know it. Headed towards Sunnied, which is 32 nautical miles out. Should be there in a little bit. And a little status update about 5 minutes later. We are coming into some weather. We're getting into some clouds. Also, our airspeed has slightly diminished. It was close to 125 knots. Looks like it's just barely, or correction, 130 miles an hour. We're just above 130. But, yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more on the bleak side here, yeah. This is why I filed IFR in the first place, because I figured we could be flying through some mucks and schmucks right now. Yes. So, let's see here. About 38 nautical miles. Actually, that's the old. Excuse me. I need to flip to the next localizer. Correction. VOR station, which is Moses Lake, which is about 80 miles out. So 20 miles out till Sunny. Then we will head direct to Moses Lake. VOR. And then pretty much after that, it's direct to Spokane, direct to Coeur d'Alene. Oof. What the weather is. You know what? We need to do some checks here. First of all, we're in unaccelerated flight, so let's do our whiskey compass check. So 145-ish. 45. Why did I lose radio? You know, this thing has done this before. Generators on. Why did the generators go off? See, I don't... Must be a key switch I'm getting hung up on here or something. Technical problems. Yes, thank you. 7,000, that's fine. I don't know why it did that. Sometimes it trips out like that. I don't know. So 045 on the whiskey. That's fine. We also should probably get our... aid us from somebody. Let's see who's closest. Preferably ahead of us, if all practicable. Okay, so we need to look at nearest airports. We're looking for an actual airport. All about 18 nautical miles out. I don't know, might do frequencies. Database is blank. That's brilliant. Okay, well then scrub that. Who would have an AWAS around here? They got an AWAS. Sunny does. We're almost right over that, actually. Go ahead and tune that in.
1 Sierra 5, automated weather observation, 2000 Zulu. Wind, calm. Visibility, 5 in heavy rain.
Ooh.
Sky condition, few clouds at 2,100 feet.
That's where we're heading.
1,300 feet overcast. Temperature, 4 Celsius. Dew point, 10 Celsius. Altimeter 2951. 1 Sierra.
Well, I only changed by one. Alright. I got it. Okay, so 2951, she says. Yeah, that's click. There we go. It's adjusted. Oh, we got some rain. We're going to be flying in some rain, people. Look at the downdrafts where it's raining. Oh, I love this game. I wish I could give you guys more performance, more graphics, better graphics, but I'm on a strict budget right now with this thing. My computer is due for an upgrade this year, so I'll have to do that. But look at that. Look how the range is dumped. That is just so cool. I love the weather in this Microsoft. Yes, X-Plane, flight dynamics, more realistic, but I do like the weather in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Big fan. So it looks like we're going to be running as raid. So that was Sunnyside. So that's where the, if you can see, Sunnied. Obviously, they named it because that airport's not too far away. We're pretty much flying there, and they are reporting rain. Technically, Sunnied is...
315 departing 340, 350.
I'm looking to see how far. If that's right over the Sunny Airport, yeah, that's right over Sunnyside Municipal Airport, which is for one CR5. Obviously, she just said that. So visibility is very poor right now, and I can confirm that. I'm sure it is. Fortunately, we're IFR, like we said, so we should be fine. We should be fine. We are a little bit low on our airspeed since we're on our lowest cruise power setting. We will have to kind of watch that bit. But if we're flying through some clouds, we definitely want to slow down to prevent structure damage. I don't know what my max maneuvering speed is on this Douglas, but I'll have to look that up sometime because I really am curious. Max maneuvering speed is VO, and I don't have a VO listing. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe you can crawl it all the way up to 250 miles an hour, but that seems a little ridiculous. I don't know if there wasn't a VO ever published for this plane or not. I don't know. Cruise speed of 150, top speed of 185. Let's see, landing speed not to exceed 65, rate of climb. Now obviously this is for the real airplane, not ours. But I'm trying to glean some information here. Top speed of 185. Now ours goes up to 250. That's never exceed. So I'm going to say 185 is our maximum maneuvering speed. But even then, that seems really fast. It should be a lot lower than that. Well, for smaller general airplanes, it would be a lot smaller than that, or a lot lower than that. But yeah, I don't know what the VO speed actually technically is. All right, we're coming up on Sunny, and as you can see, it is raining, as the lady was saying. Coming up on the intersection about 4 nautical miles out, so somewhere Sunnied should be. There should be an airport out here somewhere. I think that's it right there. Right there. I believe that is Sunnied Airstrip. If we take a closer look, yes, confirmed. That is a Sunnied Airport. Beautiful valley. Gorgeous valley. Well, maybe we won't fly through the rain. Maybe the rain will dissipate. I don't know. We'll see soon enough. Definitely have to watch our airspeed. Things are going to go a little bumpity, but I think we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Engine checklists. Green. Temperatures in the green. Now we're flying into some clouds. Do we put carb heat on? I don't know yet. I don't know. We do have visible moisture. It is pretty warm outside, but that doesn't mean anything. You can have carb heat, carb icing as high as, what, 70 degrees Fahrenheit outside?
November 1, Pop Golf, 10 first maintain, 524.
I guess we'll just play it by ear, literally. We don't have any known icing conditions. There's no air mets out right now, thank goodness, but that doesn't mean anything. Well, it means probability. Probably, I would think, will be a little bit less icing will be occurring, but you never know. You never know what's lurking in these clouds. That does not look very pleasant at all, I must say. Be on our toes. Be on God. Okay, looks like we're just crossing Sunnied. We're now headed to the Moses Lake VOR. Correction. VOR station. That is... looks like we're about 1 hour out from that. So we should be there, not too distant future, of course. I would do the math, but I'm feeling extremely lazy. I'm more concerned about that. Looks like our airplane's gonna. Looks like our direction is gonna turn us slightly east here, or slightly west of this weather system. Looks like we are going to be hitting these showers after all. You guys want to go through a rain cloud? I've never had this thing through a rain cloud here before, so we're going to see how bumpity it gets. So I'm actually grateful that we actually slowed down. Little did we know. Yes, there we go. There we go. We are safely sitting fat, dumb, and happy on the Victor 497 airway. Minimum altitude for this route would be 6,000 feet, so we know we're not going to bonk into anything so long as we maintain our 7,000 feet. we should be good to go. It could get a little bumpy. I don't know yet. I don't know. Once again, this is why we filed IFR. We do have a little hole. It looks like we're going to punch right through that hole, it looks like. So far, flying through this is uneventful. I do like that. Moses Lake VOR is approximately 49 nautical miles away. It claims we're on the 188 radial. We can confirm this. 189. Let's see here. According to our radios, that's straight up and down. What do we say? 189. Yeah. VOR radio lines up with the GPS. I think I would definitely be going through some clouds. Oh, what river is that? I must look that up. Oh, it's still Columbia River. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. That is Columbia River. Sweet. The way north part of it. Will you stop it? Alright, we're on accelerated flight. Whiskey check. Do we have whiskey? I wish. Let's see here. 012-ish? Didn't drift off too much. Alright, little airplane picture looking good. 130 miles an hour, 7,000 feet steady. Engines are still in the greens. Green except for carb heat. That's fine. Okay. We should be 40 nautical miles out from almost like VOR. Excellent. Well, looks like the weather's going to break. We're dodging in and out of rain showers, it looks like now. From here to Coeur d'Alene, it looks like. I wonder if we can get Spokane. You think guys we can get Spokane to aid us? We should be able to get the Moses Lake ATIS or ALOS, whatever they have. No, they have an ATIS. They're a class Delta airspace. Shoot, which is the Grant County ATIS 11905. 119er. Oh, steady. 119er. What? That's the ATIS. No. Yeah. I'm on the localizer. Who gave this guy a license? I don't actually have one. Not yet, at least. 05. We'll go over here. 05. Come on back to us. Come on back, Moses Lake.
Grant County Airport
Yes.
Echo
Yes.
2000 Zulu.
Uh-huh.
Wind calm.
Uh-huh.
Visibility 10.
That's good.
Sky condition. Ceiling 9,300 feet overcast.
Oh.
Temperature 9er.
Uh-huh.
Dew point 10.
Uh-huh.
Altimeter 29er. Decimal 52.
Decimal
Runway
52.
32 right and visual runway
It's
32
not even
left
worth me
begin.
changing on the meter. On the, not even worth me changing it. 52. There we go. Click. There we go. I did. These darn clouds. Nice, light, fluffy clouds. You guys don't start causing trouble. Right. This is very, very boring, actually. I could take the autopilot off, but... that's quite alright. Like I said, this plane can be a handful without... without Dingling sitting next to me. So sometimes I just use the autopilot just to help me out a little bit. So everything looks pretty good. I think we're just going to sit fat, dumb, and humpy here until we get to the Moses Lake VOR. Look! A rainbow! That's pretty cool how you modeled rainbows in here. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. I can dig it. Look at that downwash. Look at that downdraft. That is so cool. Beautiful. Because we're not flying through it. We're flying around it. Yay! Good? Uh-oh. That one looks good, but yeah, there's another one that's starting to dump. Well, there's another rainbow. That's so cool. Looking good, folks. We're looking pretty good. Well, looks like we'll be able to clear that cloud just barely by our wingtips. That's fine. Why are my landing lights back on? Is that my landing lights on? I think I hit L for lights, maybe? Jeez, I don't know. Who's in charge around here? Why is it so flippin' bright in here?
3497, Charlie West 40.2.
Yeah, I must have hit the switch or something. That's just... There we go. Jeez, I wonder why it's blaring. It's like, well, I don't need that much lightage. And the red lights are on. What in the... What the... Oh, that would be these guys. Where's spotlight? No, those are off. I don't know. Yeah, turn those off. Turn those off. Jeez. I'm wasting electricity. How expensive electricity is with these whirly birds. Those are cute. And there's another little... We're seeing all the rainbows today, folks. Fantastic. We are... Oh, we're quickly coming up on our Moses Lake VOR station. 22 nautical miles out. GPS still... the VOR still says, yep, we're going to go down that, boss. And I'm like, you bet you gotta go straight right, you are. So, that should be Moses Lake coming up. Yes, that's the Moses Lake coming up. Oh, 2 rainbows. That's alright. That's pretty cool. I was always trying to see a 3rd rainbow when I do see them, when they're coming out this strong, but I never have. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I can dig it.
Go at 3318, South West.
Oh, our rainbow went away. Oh, no, they're still there. They're still there. That's cool. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm a little kid, guys. Relax. Relax. Okay. Let's do some engine checks again. Green, yellow on the carbs. Oh. And green on there. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Alright, we are looking good. Part of the Columbia River, there's Moses Lake Airport. Technically, what do they call it? Quick. Yeah, Grant County International. Believe it or not, it is an international airport. They are Class Delta. They sit at 3,700 feet on the top there, so we are well above their Delta, so we're just fine with that. And, yeah. So, basically, when we get over Moses Lake, which is a Grant County here, as soon as we cross our VOR, we are then headed to Spokane, Washington. Fly over their airspace, and then we'll be dropping down for our Coeur d'Alene approach for ILS runway 6. We could do RNAV approach as well, but I figured, well, let's just keep it old school here for at least this part of the journey to Coeur d'Alene. We'll just use the good old school VOR. Unless it's, I mean, we can still use it to guide it in. I mean, if it's VFR, then that's even better. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So we're quickly coming up on our turn here.
Alpha 1869, Tail Center, Roger. Sounds like rides are for good stuff down there. It's just you know where some occasion like that.
Quickly. Well, what's our speed right now? Dang, got our speed went back up. 150. Cool. We'll be here in no time. And there's our turn. Oh, yeah. Glitch out. Please glitch out. Yeah. Keep doing that. I really like that. Goodness sake. Come on, people. Let's get it together, man. Yeah. Well, you could do some VFR work pattern in this. There's the ceiling above there. We do some VFR work. So when we turn on here in a second, we'll be on the Victor 2-448 airway. It's also the Tango 268 airway as well. Yeah, and oh, there's our turn. Okay. So now we are leaving the Victor 497 and turning on the Victor 2 448 airway to... Now we're direct to Spokane, and then we're going to shoot an ILS approach. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. We are getting there. We are looking pretty good. A little bit darker in this cab, but that's all right. Cabin, cockpit, if you will. Ooh, those clouds are not too far above us. They are right there. Good altitude to fly. Good altitude to fly. Passengers can still see what's going on outside, although this is, you know, it's farmland. It's beautiful. Absolutely.
3320.
You know, it may not be as picturesque as, you know, mountains, but we can't have everything. But definitely a nice low enough altitude for everyone to see something instead of just gray mist all the time. I figured 7,000 feet would be close enough to the ground when I followed my flight plan that, you know, you can still see stuff. But I didn't really take a look at the cloud deck this low. I wasn't planning on staying low because of the cloud deck. I was just staying low on the Victor Airways just because we can actually see something. I mean, if you guys want me to fly in, you know, gray and rain and fog for 2 hours, I guess we can do that. But if no one says anything different, then maybe we just will. All right, so let's see here. What is the? Let's see here. Spokane, Fairchild. Let's see here. I gotta pull up their. I'm gonna get their ATIS here. 325. Come on back, 325. Come on back. 325. Let's see if we can receive it. Nope. Guess we can't do that yet. We have been denied. Okay, we'll go back over to Unicom just in case any airplanes are in our way. Alright, so how far are we from the old Spokanes? The old gig. 65 nautical miles out. Oof. Oh, yeah, we might have to do a jump cut here. There's not that much to see, is there? Gray and rain. No, not gray and rain. Gray and sunny. Partly sunny. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just going to sit here fat, done, and happy till we get to Spokane here. And, well, that's one thing I forgot to do. What's the Spokane VOR? Station 115.5. 115.5. Let's dial that in first. 115. Swap that. That'd be faster. Just do it this way. Blah, 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 blah. And there it is. We're on the 239 radial. So if we want to confirm that, we've already tuned in a frequency, but then we're just going to spin this around into our VOR indicator, or OBS, decides to wake up. Oh, there we go. So I use the mouse wheel, and we'll slowly bring that back in. I'm not looking at the direction here. I'm just fiddling around until I see that needle come in. Oh, that was spot on. So according to our VOR gauge, our VOR OBS, we are allegedly, there's the 240 radial. So we are indeed at the 230. Yeah, we're at the 239 radial. And that lines up with the GPS, so we definitely know where we are. We're on the 239 radial inbound. No. Correction, we're on the 239 outbound radial. The reciprocal of that, once we're on the outside of the station, would be the 050 radial, something like that. I can't do 180 maths in my head right now. Alrighty. Maybe we'll do a jump cut here and
Can I have 555, climb and maintain level 380?
catch you guys right back, probably here. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Alright, folks. Catching up. Had a little bit of an in-flight video. Love me some tape. We are still 17 nautical miles out from 19 nautical, excuse, correction. 14 nautical miles out from Spokane. Shortly thereafter, we'll shoot the ILS approach. So about 20 minutes out from Coeur d'Alene, and looks like the weather's starting to turn cruddy again. Oh, love it. Love it. But everything else is flying fat, dumb, and happy. Nothing much to report otherwise. You missed about 40 miles of... I mean, it's beautiful country. It's a bit flat. It's a bit on the dull side. I don't know if I could spice it up at all on that. I don't think so. So, really didn't miss much of anything. But we're quickly coming back up into the cloud coverage area, so this could be quite exciting. Let's go ahead and turn into Spokane right quick, see if we can get the weather this time.
Spokane Airport information, Charlie 210.
Yes. What's going on, girl?
Wind 056 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 4,300 feet over.
That's not bad.
Temperature 5. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.52.
252. That ILS is, or this correction, that barometer has not changed at all. See ya. Yeah, that hasn't changed at all. Oh well. Ugh. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything much. I'm sure we'll be. This is not a passing shower. Again, this is why I chose IFR, just in case I run into shenanigans like this. Here in the Northwest in the wintertime, you don't know what's going to go on. Usually in the summertime it's a little bit more predictable, but in the wintertime, oh man. So our top of descent needs to be 7 miles out from Phoebe. I don't know if on our flight plan here is Phoebe listed or Seaputs listed. I don't know. So let's take a quick look here. I can't remember what the GPS, which marker I got it lined up for. Again, this hate using this, but flying a bigger bird like this sometimes really does help to lower your workload here. Flight plan. It has Seaput instead of Phoebe. Okay. Well, you know what, Seaput, we need to be at 4,500 feet. So, oh, we are quickly losing visual reference. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, we're not ready for our descent checklist here, but we do have it in front of me. Reviewing the approach plate for ILS. We will intercept Phoebe at 5,600 feet per the plate, and then from there we will make a 500 feet per minute, most likely, descent to Seaput, and the Seaput is basically where the ILS marker is. So about that time we should intercept the glide slope around 4,500 feet ish. Yeah, that should be all right. Now let's see here. Oh my. Oh my, we are... Okay, I have a feeling things are going to start happening here pretty soon. About 15 minutes out from Coeur d'Alene. We're 4 minutes out. We are actually within the Class Charlie airspace now for Spokane. Well, we're technically above it by about 600 feet. Not a lot, not a lot. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Oh, there's a bit of snow down there. Is that snow or is it buildings? Correction, that's building. Never mind. Starting to get antsy already. Okay, so let's go ahead and dial in the ILS frequency for Coeur d'Alene. That is 110.7. Over here, 110.7. Swap that over. That's the localizer. We probably won't get that in quite yet. We're still pretty far out from that, but that is set. Okay, so approach briefing complete. ILS frequency course and set. Blowers are on low. Landing lights on. Altimeter has been set. Just said that a few minutes ago. With fuel selector valves, main tanks. Right mains. Oh, don't you be glitching out on me. Right main tanks, confirmed. And let's see, carb heats are cold and locked. Hydraulic selector, we'll keep that on. Fuel pump boosters, we'll leave those off for a little bit longer. Just trying to get everything all lined up as soon as possible. Okay, we have crossed Spokane. We are headed to Coeur d'Alene now. Should be there in 12 minutes. As soon as we clear that Charlie, we're going to go ahead and make our descent. Let's go ahead and pull power back here a little bit more. Actually, what we're going to do to slow down, we'll pull power back and put props in. So when I start our descent, it's going to be a lot more resistance. Hopefully it'll start slowing us down. Won't slow us down too much right now because we're not descending. When we're on the approach, though, the props need to be set at 2250, not at full when you're landing this thing. Alright, so start descending. We're going to descend down to 6, let's see here. We're going to hold that at 5,600 feet. I really hope this stuff clears up soon because the weather was nice. Now it's turning really icky. It's turning very icky. Not worried about that. Our speed is slowing down ever so slightly. You can pull a little bit more manifold back and put a little bit more props in. Okay. That should slow us up just a skosh. Not a lot, but I didn't realize we'd be speeding through those so fast. Even with full weight, I am really surprised we are still boogieing. This is where things are going to start getting fast. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Okay, and as you can see, we are definitely decreasing on the speed. Go ahead and put it back a little bit of manifold pressure in here. Actually, let's go ahead and set our props at 2250. We can do that right now. 21, 2250. Okay, 21, 2250. Okay, props are set. We'll go ahead and put a little bit of manifold pressure in here now. Okay, almost cleared the class Charlie. In fact, actually, we can go ahead and start our descent down to 5,600. Okay, coming up on 5,600 feet. Still just completely nasty outside. Go ahead and lower our landing gear. Watch our speed. Speed should quickly be coming down. We're on Unicom still. Oh, thank goodness it's starting to break up. Quarter lane traffic. Douglas 16002 on ILS runway 6 approach, 17 nautical miles out, inbound full stop, quarter lane. Technically, you wouldn't come straight in here. You actually want to go a little bit of an angle to intercept the localizer. You may still have to do that. Alright, autopilot going off. Hydraulics are back, redundancy, back to the airplane. I'm just going to fly this manually now that I have a visual. So now I'm going to follow my ILS here. We're going down to C-puts. We're going to go down to 4,500 feet. Go ahead and pull our throttles back here. We're planning fast enough. Okay. So we need to go down. Not the ILS yet, because see, after C-put we should get the actual localizer to help guide us down to the ground. But we do have to watch our OBS here for our glide slope. Okay, we got 4,400 feet. I probably just broke my my ILS test flight with my flight instructor, but that's all right. C-puts need to be there at 4,500 feet. Oh, 4,500 feet. Oh, we're spot on. So C-put 4,500 feet, and then the next one, which is Onsu or whatever, it's 3,400 feet. Okay. So let's go ahead and slowly drift back that way. Wait for the ILS still to come in. We're not at C-put yet. Get back up to 4,500 feet, you blithering idiot. Yes, try and fly ILS by hand. It will give you a workout. I'm not going to lie, folks. It will give you a workout. Okay, pull throttles back ever so slightly. Fuel pump boosters are on. Flaps. We're too fast for flaps. Fuel pump boosters are indeed on. Props are set. We're not looking too bad, folks. We just need to slow up. I need to slow up so we can get our flaps in here. I'm going to pitch up. I need to bleed off this airspeed. Okay, 112 knots, 1 notch flaps. And we'll go 2 notch flaps. Okay. runways inside. Coeur d'Alene traffic, Douglas 1602, 8 mile final ILS 06 Coeur d'Alene. Okay. I believe we have arrived at Seaput. My GPS is completely wigging out. Oh, there's Seaput. I don't know why this GPS is being a poophead. Kind of nice to see the waypoints. You can do it manually too. 7 nautical miles out from the airport. So for 7.7 nautical miles out, so 7.4, as soon as we cross 7.4 nautical miles out on the chart, we know that, we do know that we are at the Seaput intersection. So you don't have to have GPS. You just have to have distance measuring equipment is all. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put some power in because we're very, very low speeds here. Because I'm yakking too much. Let's go ahead and turn that away. So, now that we're past Seaput, we are now clear to descend 3,480 feet. Go and pull throttle back here a little bit. You can't see me move back the throttle, but you can see my manifold pressure down here when I'm adjusting it. Okay, here we go. I hope I grease this thing. We'll do half flaps. If we were in very windy conditions, actually, I think we have to use maximum of half-inch flaps under windy, gusty conditions. Look at that, that's like open up a little hole for us. The man upstairs is definitely helping us out, thank you, sir. Okay, we really need to start to descend here. I don't know what my ILS isn't, oh, there you go. There's the localizer. Okay, glide slope has been acquired. We're way the heck off. We're way too low, actually. Remember when you're doing ILS at work, you chase those needles. Okay. So the glide slope is now coming in. Okay. And again, your gradient should be about 500 feet per minute. Your rate of descent correction should be 500 feet per minute. So we're coming up on there. So we're going to go and trim those down. And we'll apply a little bit of power. Not a lot, just a little bit. And we're going to chase these needles here. Okay. So we're just making sure the cockpit or the cabin is secure. Okay, now we just need to start descending. Come on. Let's go ahead and encourage this thing to come down. I know it wants to fly. Man, we were going fast. I don't know what the deal is with that. That was fun. Okay, we're mostly lined up. I guess I do have 10 mile visibility here, only just. Okay, let's pull power back. We're getting a little too fast for our flaps. We're just above the VFE. We need to pull it back. Pitch up or down for airspeed. Pitch for airspeed. Power is for altitude, increase or decrease thereof. Glide slope, we're a little bit too high and a little bit to the right, so let's go and chase some needles. Okay. Remember, this thing's really heavy, so this thing is not going to be a race car. It'll come down in a hurry, but you don't want that. But it's nice and easy on the controls. We're near stall speed, so not quite. We're about 20, 30 miles an hour off of that, but that's all right. Okay, go ahead and use a little bit of rudder. Coordination with ailerons. Okay, if you look at my glide slope indicator, we're just a little high, but we're fairly well lined up. Now, obviously, I have a visual on the runway, so that definitely does help. Chasing the needles when it's legit socked in, that's kind of a lot of fun. Okay, looking good. Glide slope looks good on the VOR indicator. Coming in. Nice and easy. Speed's looking alright. Oh, we're way too low. Way too low. Get back on the glide slope, dingling. Here comes our glide slope. There we go. And power in. A little bit of power. Not a lot. Not a lot. Pitch. Okay, pull power back a few notches. Okay. And here. Ah. There we go. And as soon as that tail wheel comes down. Alright, tail wheel is unlocked. And maybe, if we can make it, we can make the first intersection here. Yes. Okay, don't lose all momentum. Don't lose all momentum. This thing's really hard to start taxiing again. Whew, well that wasn't bad. I've had a lot worse. I've had a heck of a lot worse. Go ahead and clear our hold line here. Okay, let's go ahead and hold right there. When we clear the hold line, we indeed are. Okay, we'll set parking brakes here for a second. We'll keep our landing lights on. Fuel pump boosters off. Flaps up. And flaps up. Flaps coming up. Tail wheels unlocked. Flaps up. Cowls set to open. Fuel pump boosters are off. Trims neutral. Yep. Props high, full RPM. Check. Pitot tube heat off. Pitot tube heat off. We'll keep the landing lights on just for safety because we don't have taxi lights. All right, we're parking at the terminal, the FBO, which is right over there. Quarter lane traffic. Douglas 16002, clear of 06. Quarter lane. Okay. Let's go ahead and taxi to our terminal here. First I thought when I landed I was actually floating. I didn't realize my tires were still on the ground. They actually stayed on the ground for I don't think I bounced. I don't think I actually bounced. Which would be fantastic. I'll have to review the footage afterwards. Everything just happens so fast. He's just like, get on the ground. Not bad for full weight, and not bad for full weight coming in really heavy. Did pretty good. I'm actually pretty pleased with this flight. Very, very pleased. We'll be able to get their customers to their destinations here. From there, they'll take a taxi up in the mountains up here, and they'll have some good skiing, I hope. And maybe we'll make a few dollars, and we'll have to wait for dispatch and see what dispatch board or what the job board or the dispatch says for the next. Clear those pumps. See what they say for the next leg. I'm not sure what's going to come after Coeur d'Alene, but it's all right. We'll get it all figured out. I'll get it all sorted out for you guys. They do, I believe, have a taxiway that actually comes into the FBO here, but that's all right. All right. Go. Parking brakes are set. Landing lights off. How about some lights in here? Can we get some lights? Yeah, I was complaining about there wasn't any lights, and now there's too much lights. I was complaining there was too much lights. Turn the lights off. Now I need lights again. You guys with me? You guys still with me? Okay, tail wheel is locked. Check. Cow flaps close and off. Come on, zoom in. Zoom in, golly gosh darn it. Close. And then off. Close. And then off. Excellent. Radio's off. Yes, please. Well, as cantankerous as these things are, I do like to have radios. Jenny's. Thank you for our in-flight temporary failure of our generators. Mixtures idle cutoff. There we go. Okay. Fuel selector valves off. Right? Come on. And then magnetos are off. I like saying magneto. Ignition is off. Lights off. I'll keep them on so the passengers can disembark. And battery off. I'll turn that off in a second. Go ahead and disembark our passengers now. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed your flight. Hope you guys have a nice, lovely holiday. Lovely vacation here in Coeur d'Alene. I do hope that you guys have a fantastic adventures up in the snow. Just to let you know, I'm not a skier, but best of luck to you and all of that. Climb down here. for you guys following on my YouTube channel, welcome to Coeur d'Alene. It's it could be worse weather. Not gonna lie, I came in here when it was blowing snow and it's just nasty out. But looks like we're gonna be okay here. Actually, we're gonna be all right. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to click the buttons if you so choose. You know the buttons that everybody grabs and complains about. If you want to support this channel and looking forward to more fun adventures with you, here's a little teaser for you for the faithful 0.2 people who are still watching. We are in the beginning stages of building a real-sim cockpit for the Beaver, and that will be presented in toto here on this channel, so stick forward to that. In the meantime, thank you for flying with us in the DC-3. The next video, we will be flying the DC-3 from here to wherever our next mission is. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Not bad of our own cast. I do have 10 miles visibility here. Huh. I love how weather works. Goofy thing.